Nottingham Forest were at the peak of world football in the late 70s and the early 80s, winning a Premier League, winning two Champions Leagues, and a UEFA Super Cup. This team was unstoppable. One of the best teams ever played. But since then, since that time, Nottingham Forest have seen a downturn in their fortunes, having dropped off all the way to the third division before climbing their way back into the second division. Hey, what's up? I'm Tiger Gaming, and today I'm going to be starting my FIFA career mode where I take Nottingham Forest from the second division, the EFL Championship, back to the rightful place where they belong at the top of the English Premier League and competing for Europe. So, anyways, let's just dive right in. Here we are. It's the 1st of July, and I'm here with Nottingham Forest. I've accepted the invitations to the summer leagues. I won't play any of those games. Those will just be simulated games just to get a little bit of money. The most important thing is to look at what we have as far as players go. So we look first. It's a good goalie. For the first season, having a 75 rated goalkeeper in the EFL Championship, that's a pretty good start. We also have backup Artem Juric. However, he is on loan here. We also have Luke Steele away. So our goalie position for now is good, but if we get promoted in the first season, which looks at least decently likely, since in real life this team sits fourth in the championship, so they are a good chance of getting promoted. We'll think about getting getting a new goalkeeper perhaps in a season or two. At this point, we'll just keep with what we have. Left backs, as far as they go, we actually have two pretty good left backs. Of course, Gaitan Bong is a good left back, Premier League quality, played with Brighton for a while, however, older, 31 years old, versus Yuri Ribeiro is 22, so he'll probably overtake Bong at some point. As far as our center backs go, we have two decent center backs as far as center backs in the championship go, and we have a decent amount of center back depth. So we'll think about upgrading there, maybe one or two players there, but it's a good start. A good right back, Darikwa, Jensen, and even Matty Cash, although he does play right mid, so he'll probably play further up the field. We see Alvaro Alpha Semedo. This is a really good player, great player, unfortunately, on loan. So, first season, pretty good. Nice to have a nice center mid, but after the first season, we're going to lose him. Samba Sao, again, another good center mid. A little older, though, so we'll think about replacing him at some point. Ben Watson, Liam Bridcut, Semi Amayobi. Again, a lot of these guys have contracts that need to get readjusted, so I'll think about doing that in kind of the off time. No need for you guys to see that. Certain people I will be redoing. Certain people like Toby Edser. Probably just gonna put him on the transfer list for now. Just need to get a little bit of cash. And this is one of the only times I'll ever go through the squad, just to kind of look at the beginning of the season and be like, this is who we have. Otherwise, I'll just focus on transfer windows and games. I won't focus on like the other things besides that. We also have this guy, Joao Carvalho. He looks decently good. 72 center attacking mid, 22 rated. We also have Thiago Silva. We have Zach Clough. Joe Lolly looks like a good 26-year-old, good for the championship. We have a couple people out on loan who I think I would bring in, but we do have Da Costa and Lewis Graben, and Tyler Walker, so kind of they can split the game time, as well as Diakby. We have plenty of players on loan here. We actually have, I think, we have quite a few. Two, let's see, three. It looks like we have 4 players here on loan. But let's see, at least for now, we'll look through and kind of see what we think of. I'm thinking we lose Amiobi, Cash Lolly, like that. We put Darikwa in there, Gaitan Bong. We have Ribeiro on the bench, just for now. And other than that, that's a pretty solid team. There's not a lot that I'd really like to necessarily go for the first season and go and get. But we need to look at, we have $14,216,000 in the wage budget. If we even transfer that more, we can get about $220 million. So maybe one or two big signings. Look at the defense. And as far as they want youth development. They want us to make $3.4 million from youth player sales within 2 seasons. So I'll think about setting up that youth academy. They want us to sell out at least half of our home games. Shouldn't be super hard, especially if we do well in the league, which we're projected to do. No Continental, obviously. We're not playing for anything in Europe, not Europa League, not Champions League. Domestic, they want us to gain automatic promotion, so that's either coming first place or second place. That's a pretty difficult, pretty tall order for this first season, but I think it is attainable. Emirates FA Cup reached the round of 32. I think that's realistic enough to see where we go. And we want to increase the club worth within 2 seasons. But that's not necessarily something I'll focus on for the first season. But anyways, I'm going to go through and I'm going to simulate these games and start to make some transfers. And I will come back to you when I have a transfer to show you. All right, we have our first 2 big signings. We have Ezekiel Barco. He's coming over from Atlanta FC in the MLS, 20 years old. Left winger. Paid about $9 million. Plus, I sent one of our just our rotation squad left wingers who I wasn't going to use. I was just going to sell him. So I got about $2-3 million off by sending him over there. We get Barco, 20 years old. And he just looks like an absolute, just really good right winger, or left winger, sorry. Play him at the left mid, but I still think he'll be fine. And then the second player we bring in, traded another Deadwood player. We brought in young Mohamed Kudus, high medium center mid. He's for now, he'll be a rotation player. As you can see, we have other midfielders who play better than he does. But at the ripe age of just 18, this guy is going to be good. He's 69 rated. Nice. But, he will be good. Moving forward, he's got potential, bags of potential, and he'll be able to slot into that team well. And he'll just be good coming off that bench. We did sell a couple Deadwood players. If I'm going to hop over here to the transfer window, look at the transfer history from, so we sold this goalkeeper, didn't really need him, and we put this guy, Ben Watson, out to Trabzonspor, and then this guy went on loan, but he's only 17 years old. But then, yeah, so Barco plus Amiobi and Kudus plus Clough left. Here we go for the first game of the season with Nottingham Forest playing West Bromwich Albion. I figured I'd put one game in this episode, mostly because it was just setting up the series and focusing on more some transfers, trying to get that. So for now, we'll just do that. No new transfers to report, other than we did bring in Curtis Jones, 65 rated center mid from Liverpool. We bought him permanently, but he's more one for the future. Oh, here they come, coming in. Oh, Robinson's got a shot. Ooh, Samba with a good save. Oh, Cash. I do have Matty Cash playing the right back position. Originally, I was going to have him at a right mid. With the arrival of Barco, gives me more opportunity to drop Cash back. Oh! I can't believe it. That was one of the worst goals I've ever seen been scored on by. I'm skipping to that replay so we can watch the replay, but what exactly happens here? I mean, he's just like, he takes a shot, he goes by the defender, and it just takes a weird deflection. Samba just seems to not get his arms up, and that's just a terrible goal to give away. They're in again, but of course, they probably won't score, because they're not given some ridiculous moment to score. Oh, Phillips. All right, Samba makes a save, unlike 5 seconds ago when he decided that just wasn't meant for him. So we'll be looking at changing that formation in the next episode. But meanwhile, here's Thiago Silva. Ah! The first goal in Nottingham Forest, the Nottingham Forest career mode. It's a good goal, tying the game, but just comes through here. Nice little play, take a touch, through ball, and nice finish. Nice. It's a shot. Samba's too good for that. Well, okay, I say Samba's too good for that, and we watched him drop one in the back of his own net pretty much in the first half, but I'll give him a pass. Joe Lully's away here. He's cut up one man. Da Costa gives it to Sal. He's through. He scored. Oh, sir. It's never offsides. As well as we see. Oh, ball chipped through on his first appearance. Oh, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. I thought he would do it. But now, it's a chance. At the end of the pitch. How have they not scored? Alrighty, the final substitution being made. And I've taken taken Barco and put him in center forward. Meanwhile, taking a striker off. Trying to see if I can manufacture something that way. Kudus. Just a little skill move on. Semedo finds Sao. Sao, who's open. Oh, he can't find the ball through. But now Semedo. The Kudus to unleash one. It's blocked by the defender. Alright, 2 minutes at a time. Alright, here he is. Phillips trying to find one last one. Can we hold on to this tie? Tie at this point in this game. Alright, there it is. We tie the first game. I'll take it. West Brom, very hard team. We also got some pretty BS 4-1. Probably could have scored a second. But a 1-1 tie for the first game. So thank you guys all for watching the first episode. And I'll see you here tomorrow for the second episode.